Today on Project Prospect, we're breaking down my list of the top 10 2019 NFL Draft prospects. In the comments of this video, I want you guys to tell me which players to watch out for this college football season. Let's get into it. The number one player on my board is Justin Herbert, quarterback out of Oregon. Herbert stands at 6'6", weighing in at 225 pounds. Last season, he missed 5 games to injury, which you could tell hindered him in his last 3 games. However, he still threw for 1,750 yards, 13 touchdowns with 3 interceptions on 66.5 completion percentage. He also ran for 166 yards and 5 touchdowns. My second overall prospect is Ed Oliver, defensive tackle / 3-4 defensive end out of Houston. Going into this, I had Oliver ranked first. That's how great he really is. As a UConn fan, I got to watch him wreck our O-line multiple times, and I followed his career closely. In my opinion, he's the best defensive prospect in the 2019 draft class. All I really have to tell you is Oliver projects as an Aaron Donald clone. Teams will not make the same mistake again. Simply put, Oliver is unblockable most of the time. He's quicker and more explosive than any interior O-lineman. He plays with terrific technique, always using his leverage similar to Donald. He only needs a bit of work on his run defense, but that doesn't really concern me at all. Third, we have SHEA Patterson, quarterback out of Michigan. This is going to make a lot of people cringe, but there's a lot of Johnny football in SHEA Patterson. That being said, I wasn't high on Manziel at all going into the 2014 draft, so you might be wondering why I have Patterson so high. Well, for starters, he's mobile. He shows the escapability and creativity in the backfield you look for in a top modern quarterback prospect. Secondly, and not to put it too plainly, he's very accurate. One of the main reasons I like Patterson more than Manziel is the lack of boneheaded plays. From what I've seen, he's just a smarter quarterback. My fourth overall player is Nick Bosa, pass rusher out of The Ohio State. Many of you will recognize Bosa's name from the outstanding Chargers rookie pass rusher Joey Bosa, who's Nick's brother, who also played for the Buckeyes. What makes Nick so intriguing is that he might just be as talented technique-wise as his brother, but everyone agrees he's a better athlete. And because of his slightly more slender frame, he may fit as a 3-4 outside linebacker, or he can bulk up and play the traditional 4-3 defensive end role. These aspects have Bosa at the top of almost everyone's big board, and you could easily argue for Bosa over Oliver, but I think Oliver slightly edges Bosa as of right now. My fifth overall player is A.J. Brown, wide receiver out of Ole Miss. I'm going to come right out and say it. Brown would have been the first wide receiver taken in last year's draft. He's physical, deceptively fast, and has great hands. He's great at using his physicality and frame to box out corners on contested catches and in jump ball situations. Brown is a terrific wide receiver prospect. Before Trey Adams tore his knee, he might have been the first offensive tackle taken in last year's draft. Standing at 6'7", he's an imposing presence at left tackle. Washington quarterback Jake Browning has to be relieved as first-team All-Pac-12 left tackle is back, and not to mention his great right tackle. At number 7, Clemson nose tackle Dexter Lawrence is a freak. Listed at a massive 6'4" and 340 pounds, I wish NFL lineman luck trying to resist his bull rush. Lawrence isn't just big, obviously. He's incredibly smooth and athletic for his size. He has a solid array of rush moves, and he plugs his assigned hole perfectly almost every time. Dexter might be a top 5 pick a year from now. At number 8, we have RASHAN Gary, pass rusher out of Michigan. The first thing about Gary you'll ever hear is about his freakish athleticism, and while that may be the reason he snuck into my top 10, he was still a very productive player for Michigan last season. DeAndre Baker slides in at number 9 on my list. Baker is a big, physical corner who has done a great job covering the great receivers of the SEC. The one thing that concerns me with Baker would be his top-end speed, but as of right now, he's my top corner in this draft class. Finally, at number 10, we have Bryce Love, running back out of Stanford. I love watching Love's tape. He's a smart runner with great vision. Those qualities remind me of another running back prospect I love, Melvin Gordon, when he played at Wisconsin. At this point, Love is my favorite to win the Heisman next season. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you subscribed. It always means so much when you support the channel. Follow our Twitter at BCBTV for updates and to find out when our videos are going up. Thanks for watching.